Scarlett Johansson slams Hollywood's silence on AI companies and big tech influence. Scarlett Johansson has never been one to shy away from controversial topics. Known for her powerful performances in films like Black Widow, Marriage Story, and more recently Transformers 1, the acclaimed actress is now turning her voice towards a different kind of battle. One that pits creativity and authenticity against the rising tide of artificial intelligence and the overwhelming influence of big tech companies in Hollywood. In a candid new interview with Vanity Fair, Johansson opened up about her growing concerns regarding the unchecked power of AI companies and the deafening silence from many of her peers in the entertainment industry. Her frustration was palpable as she addressed the lack of public support from fellow celebrities. "I wish more people in the public I would support and speak out about that. I don't know why that's not the case," Johansson said, clearly dismayed by the widespread apathy. Artificial intelligence, particularly its application in creative fields like filmmaking, has been a hot-button issue in recent years. From deepfake technology to AI-generated scripts and voice cloning, the rapid advancement of these tools poses ethical dilemmas and job security threats to countless artists, writers, actors, and technicians. For Johansson, whose own voice and likeness have been targeted by AI technologies without her consent, the stakes are deeply personal. But the conversation didn't stop at AI. Johansson also took aim at what she described as the suffocating grip of big tech guys on Hollywood. Figures like Jeff Bezos, Tim Cook, and Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos were singled out for their significant financial influence over the movie industry. "These are people that are funding studios. It's all these big tech guys that are funding our industry and funding the Oscars," Johansson pointed out, shedding light on a web of corporate interests that often go unnoticed by the public. Adding to the controversy, she highlighted the troubling political affiliations of some of these tech moguls, specifically noting their attendance at Donald Trump's inauguration. This connection, according to Johansson, raises serious questions about the values and agendas shaping the industry. Her comments suggest a disillusionment with the very foundations of Hollywood, where financial backers with political biases can steer the direction of art and culture. "I guess we're being muzzled in all these different ways," Johansson said, lamenting the increasing difficulty of speaking out against these powerful forces. "The truth is that these big tech companies are completely enmeshed in all aspects of our lives." Her words reflect a broader concern shared by many within the creative community, that the intertwining of tech giants with the entertainment industry is slowly eroding artistic freedom. When pressed on how Hollywood could resist this creeping influence, Johansson admitted that the solution is far from simple. "Here's where you would go, okay, you can fight it by making stuff like that. But then what happened with the release? It was buried," she said, alluding to projects that attempt to challenge the status quo but are systematically suppressed or sidelined by the very platforms controlled by these tech behemoths. Her statement underscores a frustrating cycle where even bold, independent works struggle to find their audience because the channels of distribution are monopolized by companies whose interests may not align with the promotion of critical or subversive content. It's a modern form of censorship, not through direct bans, but through strategic neglect and algorithmic invisibility. Scarlett Johansson's outspoken criticism is a rare but necessary voice in an industry that often prioritizes profits over principles. Her willingness to confront these issues head-on is a stark contrast to the calculated silence maintained by many of her colleagues, who may fear professional repercussions or simply choose not to engage. This isn't the first time Johansson has found herself at the forefront of industry debates. Over the years, she has been vocal about gender pay gaps, representation, and the protection of artists' rights in the digital age. Her latest comments about AI and big tech further cement her role as an advocate for creative integrity. The broader implications of Johansson's concerns are clear. As AI continues to evolve and tech giants expand their reach, the very soul of Hollywood, its stories, its artists, and its cultural impact hangs in the balance. The fusion of technology and entertainment is inevitable, but without proper checks, it risks undermining the human element that makes cinema so powerful. For now, Johansson's words serve as a wake-up call, urging both her peers and the public to recognize and resist the subtle but profound ways in which big tech is reshaping not just the movie industry, but the cultural narratives we consume daily. Whether her call to action will inspire others in Hollywood to break their silence remains uncertain. But if there's one thing we can count on, it's that Scarlett Johansson won't stop speaking out, even if she's standing alone.